Alright guys, so welcome back to Gaming Today. Guys, we're going to be talking about a pretty fun, cool game, and it's free to play, and guys, there's no microtransactions, there's nothing to spend money on in this game. Plus, it's got a pretty funny name. Is it wrong to try to shoot 'em up girls in a dungeon? Familia myth. I know, it sounds weird, right? But some of you anime fans or manga fans out there might be pretty familiar with the title. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Familia myth. Well, guys, sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? The title is very similar to that. That's a manga and a novel, and basically they also have like a movie. I don't really know much about it, but some of you guys out there can tell us in the comment section down below. Anyways guys, let's get into this game. So guys, it's a bullet hell shooter. If you've never heard of a bullet hell shooter, don't know what that is, it's a game where you never want to stop shooting because there's always something going to be shooting at you. And guys, this game has multiple different difficulty modes and they will make a huge difference to your game experience. I recommend everyone start off on normal or easy mode. Now once you guys beat the game on normal or easy, there'll be more characters to play. So if you're wondering why can I only play these two characters, do I have to purchase the other ones? No. All you have to do is beat the game once on normal or easy and you'll unlock everything in the game to play. With that being said, even if you guys play these type of games all the time, you should still start off on easy or normal so you can get the better characters or better partners so you can actually beat the hardest mode. Death is the hardest mode in this game, guys, and it is so darn difficult. You'll see more stuff on screen than you've ever seen in a video game before. It's pretty darn crazy, and it's nearly impossible to beat, but that's why it's called Death, and it's actually a really challenging, fun mode for that reason. But let's get into this, guys. So the controls of the game are basic. There's not many attacks, but the attacks you do have are very effective, if you use them correctly, of course. If you waste them at the wrong time, you're probably going to end up dying a lot. Your main attack starts out pretty basic, but you get power-ups to actually make that attack more usable, and that's something you need to always get. Every power-up in this game is important, so make sure to get them every time you see them, because if you let one slide by, it's going to make it way harder to beat the boss, so you need to keep that in mind. Your main attack can be performed by hitting the square button and holding it. I don't recommend ever letting it go, because there's no reason to. This game has always got something on screen to shoot at, so yeah, you definitely want to keep holding that button. Anyways guys, let's get into it. So O button now, the circle button, you know what I'm talking about. The circle button is actually used for this special ability, but it's not your special ability so much as the partner's special ability. Kind of weird, right? But your partners are very effective, and guys, you get two of them in this game, so it's very important that you know which partner does what, and when not to actually use those special abilities, because guys, they're not infinite. You have to wait a while before you can actually get them again. So you need to keep that in mind, especially if you know the boss fight's coming up, you might want to hold on to those special abilities. To basically switch between your partners, you press L1 and R1, and you have two different partners again, guys, so you'll be able to switch between them accordingly. Now that's pretty darn cool. I know it seems basic, and you probably would say, well, why doesn't this game have multiplayer? There's too much going on screen, to be honest with you, and it's just not designed around that. This is really like a solo roguelike experience. You only get 3 lives in this game. 3 lives, and there's no way to get any more of them. So the harder the mode you play on, the more frustrated you're gonna get. But it's so fun when you actually do beat a boss, including on Death mode, which I was only able to beat 1 of them. But still, it was cool to beat him. At the end of each stage, there's a huge boss to chapter fight, and there's 5 of them in this game. That means there's 5 levels in this game. I know, 5 levels in a game, that's not very many, right? But the game is so much fun, you have to try to see it. These world bosses get even harder the harder the mode you play on, which makes sense, but sometimes, like on Death mode, they get ungruelingly unfair. So you need to actually basically plan around that. Make sure to save your special for every exact second that you need it. That's why you need to play easy and normal mode to get good and understand when the game is going to throw more stuff at you. The final boss is Death himself, guys, and he is huge, and he's totally fitting to the end of this game. He's awesome to beat, but there's so much attacks going on screen at one time, you really need to learn his maneuvers. He's got multiple stages, just like most of the enemies or bosses in this game. They have multiple different types of attack variants, so you need to get good and make sure you understand when he's going to do his special attacks, because guys, that's the only way you're going to ever beat Death mode. Trust me, it's the only way. Anyways guys, so yeah, this game is amazing, and it only takes up about 100 megabytes, guys, super small. By the time you click download, it's already been downloaded. Even on the PlayStation, you know how slow that is. 100 megabytes goes by super fast. Anyways guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would totally recommend playing this game, guys. I couldn't recommend it enough. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Until next time, guys, it's been Gamer Today.